So you may have snipped your end right here and did a happy dance because you just finished your square. However, if you want to, let's say that you've done a couple or one other one, and now you're ready to start joining your squares together to create something like this, where you have many squares. I'm going to show you how to join as you go using this pattern. So let's pretend this was the square that we were just working on and I didn't cut it for a reason. So I'm going to pull back to where I have a full side to work with. So this would not be enough because we worked part of this edge. So I need to pull this side away to the corner. Okay, so when you're joining your squares, let's say that you've completed one square, or just pretend this is just one. You've completed one square right here, and now you want to join a second square. So leave one open edge to join. I just did the 2 single crochets in the corner, and normally you would do a chain 1 and then 2 single crochets and then go down the side. But to join, we're going to replace those would-be chain 1s in between all of the single crochet groups to join with our other square with a slip stitch. So I just did 2 single crochets. I'm going to get my other square, and I will just show you on an open straight edge. Now remember, this one in the corner should have 2 single crochets, a chain 1, 2 single crochets, right? That's what we were just about to do over here. So we're going to, instead of chaining 1 over here, we're going to find that chain 1 on this square, like that. And let's get my wits about me here. Okay, there's the chain 1. I just put my hook through the blue, and I'm just going to slip stitch to join. Okay, that joins those two together. Now we're going to continue on with our yellow square just like we would normally. So we should be doing 2 single crochets in the corner, and then normally we would do a chain 1 and then single crochet 3. Instead of doing a chain 1, we're going to slip stitch into the chain 1 space of the blue square that separated those two groups. So that is right here. Okay. Slip stitch, and then continue on with your 3 single crochets in the next space. 1, 2, 3. Again, go back to your blue square. So you're basically, to summarize, you're joining them in the chain spaces that separated your 3 single crochets, okay, on each square. You have those little chain 1 spaces in between the single crochets create little holes that allow you to join. So just got done doing the 3 single crochet. Now I'm going to get my blue square, join into that chain 1 space, slip stitch. Now they're joined. See how they're joining? Now I will 3 single crochet in my yellow. 1, 2, 3. Go back to my blue. Find out. Now the first time you join it might be a little bit hard because you're not sure where those chain spaces will be, but obviously they line up, right? So this where you would do them on this square and where they already are on this square should line up perfectly. Absolutely perfectly. So there's my little, you can see it, it's a little hole right here. I'll wait for my camera to focus. There we go. So that's where I'm going to insert my hook, slip stitch, and it was a little tight, so I'm just going to loosen it up a little bit. and then 3 single crochet on your yellow into the next space. Back to your blue or whatever color, slip stitch, back to your yellow, so this 2, 3, I'll try to go a little bit slower. Back to your blue, find that chain space, there it is right there, this little hole. Stick your hook in, slip stitch into your yellow. Okay, and then back to your yellow for the 3 single crochets. Back to your blue, slip stitch, and now you're in a corner, so you're going to do 2 single crochets. Find the corner, chain 1 space on the blue, right there, slip stitch into your yellow, and now you're going to turn and work up this side of your yellow, which doesn't involve the blue. Okay, now you can see when you do that, you get these pretty little V's to join your squares. And that's how you join.